This week, we're going on tour, full auto shotguns, and airsoft could be banned in LA. This is Airsoftology News number 10. Welcome to Airsoftology News, the weekly show that brings you the biggest stories from around the web. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs. All right, first up this week, shameless self-promotion warning. We're starting our Airsoftology Fall 2012 tour in September, and we're going to kick it off at American Milsim's Operation Rebel Yell event. From there, we're headed through the Pacific Northwest by way of Montana and Idaho, and we're going to move through Washington and Oregon State, and we're going to finish up in November in Northern and Southern California. Stay tuned right here and on our Facebook page for all of our list of stops, and we're going to be recording live videos, podcasts, and more. And if you want to help us get some gas money for the car, we'd love your assistance, so hit up our shop over at airsoftology.com/store. In fact, everything's been discounted this month up there, so if you've been hanging out looking at something, now's your chance. All right, enough about us. Next up, we spotted a story over at the popular Airsoft website about the possibility of an Airsoft version of the AA-12 shotgun. Now, as it stands today, it just seems to be Evike putting their feelers out on the idea, but it sure got our interest peaked. You know, if this thing becomes a reality, we can throw in a fake Russian accent, get some tannerite, and we can become YouTube legends. And as always, have a nice day. And finally, bad news from the Airsoft legal battle going on in California right now, better known as Senate Bill 1315. It's passed the Assembly and it's moved on to the governor for signature. Now, this law exempts LA County from the state's blanket law, disallowing cities to make stricter airsoft laws than the one that's in place already at the state level. But in layman's terms, it basically says LA can do anything they want with the airsoft guns, from requiring them to be brightly colored all the way up to possibly banning them altogether. Now, the impact on the US airsoft market will be huge, considering about every major distributor and online retailer is based in LA County. So, if you live in California, please reach out to the governor and express your concerns about the financial impact of this bill and state that you do not support it. The bill only has 8 days left for him to sign as of today, and only through you guys will this be stopped. Well, that's it for another episode of Airsoftology News. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our podcast over on iTunes and at airsoftology.com. We'll see you back here next week, and until then, we gotta get going because we're gonna siphon some gas out of our neighbor's car to help get things going for our fall tour. I wonder if he'll notice.